once again by Luis Gutierrez from Los Angeles. Luis, please tell us the latest over there, everything you know, and also what's the feeling with the people on the streets?
Hi, good night from Los Angeles, California. Yes, we are the polls in this state closed exactly like 1 hour ago, and the feeling in the streets it's a feeling of expectation for the results that are going to come from the other states, especially those swing states, as we know that will most likely define the result of this election. One of the neighbor states, Arizona. It's one of the states that is it's most likely to define who the winner of the presidency will be. And as we have been mentioning before, this is a state where Californians campaign outside of their own state, trying to influence a neighboring state, hoping that they will be able to swing it towards the Democratic Party. Since California, it's a party that has voted Democrat for the past more like 2 elections at least, and that gives 54 votes to the Electoral College.
Yeah, Luis. Okay, so Luis Gladys over here, and I'm taking in from Belen. And I want to tell you, of course, we know it was expected that California went voting blue, and you know that they had the support for Kamala Harris. But what about the scores? Because we have to see the two sides of the story. What about the scores of the Republican voters, the Republican people, the people that are seeing other options other than the Democrat Party? Because we need to get the perspective from you and not from the map and not from the results, because as we have been saying, the winner takes it all policy from the Electoral College silences this. And we want to know, have you seen, under your perception, under maybe the figures, do you see a growing, a steady, or a decline in the Republican voters that maybe are a minority or maybe have a little part, or we don't know, we are expecting to hear that from you in this election from California?
Yes, well, the city of Los Angeles is also a very pro-Democrat city, so it is actually hard to see Republican support there in the open. It's a very rare sight when you see someone with either like Trump hat or Make America Great Again hat, or of people with Trump stickers around the city. These are very rare sightings. Usually, when you drive around or walk around Los Angeles, you can feel the support for Kamala Harris and Tim Walz. But I mean, anything can change tomorrow if Trump is declared the winner. Maybe these things will be more in the open. We have to know that it is mostly in the support for. We can't say that California it's a state that doesn't support Trump in one way or another, because if we go outside of the big cities, outside of LA, outside of the Bay Area, in the rural areas, you will see that these are mostly red-leaning areas. So in the next few hours, we might see some sort of manifestation of this support. We might see some celebrations if the vote were to be finally defined for Donald Trump.
Excellent. Excellent, Luis. Thank you for joining us once again. It's so important to have your testimony from where everything is happening and your input. So we thank you from USA Decides.
Thank you.
Excellent. And I move on with some information. We were mentioning something like this before. The